howdy. Look, new overlay. Not really. It's just a different color. Because blue seems to be a big, common color in this game. I guess blue and red, but yeah. Alright. I couldn't think of what to do for the pants. And I wanted to hurry up and start, so... I just spent the time setting up the scenes and changed the color of the overlay fonts and the blue YouTube logo. I had to, like, find an icon online and switch it out with the other one. Yeah. I know I already started this game, but it was a while ago and I don't remember the controls or anything. I just want to start over fresh and just go from the beginning. So we're just gonna overwrite this one. Actually, I'll update, I guess, just in case. I think I picked Valir before, but I'm gonna go with Zale, because or in the summer, so not really. Close to it. I'm a summer baby, as they say. Sure. Archivist and Immortal versus Ways of Alchemy. Did already. I may have overlooked everything else. Still listening. Still here. Welcome me tonight and we'll explore a tale of high adventure. Seed of friendship and wonder. See a tale of heroism. That I believe will offer valuable insight in the search. Probably by the fish misjudged, causing much turmoil, leaving marks ahead. From everyone's silence to young children of the source of adventure. Master and International. Estoy en la cosa me de realized that I didn't take my meds yet. Oops. Aw, poor girl. Let him eye, and they're just like, this is his eye and his two besties. What the fuck? And like feels guilty because he feels like it's his fault. Jesus. I suspect the headmaster is going to turn out to be evil. Are they siblings? Yeah. Forgot this down. So that was the part that I forgot about. MP regenerates when you fight. When you do a normal attack, you get MP regeneration. So it's good to always use up your MP when it's full because it's a waste to, yeah. It actually regenerates mid-combat. And then block breaking increases your comp. Oh yeah, this music is so good. It's bothering me. So this is just like a wall. But there's like a shadow up there, because it's kind of weird. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like a room. Labs.
Grey Wardens!
Oh shit, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for the raid. Finally ended your stream. I saw that you were playing for a long time. I don't know what that text was. It skipped. I don't know why I progressed. Anyway. How's it going? I saw that you had gone to like pretty far into Expedition. Anyway, welcome in. We're playing Sea of Stars. Playing a lovely spiritual successor to Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is like my favorite game. So, yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? I'm sure. I bet you might be tired. Obviously, raid and run is totally fine and appropriate if you need be. You know. Yeah, this is just the opening of Sea of Stars. Just like in the training section, we just started. And now to your headmaster. Excuse me. Yay. Dale and Valir. Step forward to the good people of one credit my case upon who will soon join the ranks of the Solstice Warriors. This parading is ridiculous. I'll let the villagers have their fun. It's all they get. Are you okay with this now? You know I'm not. What's happening? What's going on? I can't wait to know. These young heroes across the Forbidden Caverns meet the Elder Mist. Hey, Cryptic. What's going on? Yeah. Streaming early. I didn't work today, so I'm streaming early and I'm probably going to end kind of early too because I do work tomorrow. The Forgotten Cavern and atop the mountain trail will seek out into the Elder Mist. Learn how to use magic without using magic, and you shall then enter the world as the truth warrior. May Luanus might protect you. If someone's like guide you, you should keep you fed for a little bit. Dire cleansing. 340, we weren't much older the first time. I meant, we'll find a way. Hey, there's loot. It's like part of why I started over. When I started this game the first time, it was a little chaotic. It was like at the tail end of a long Final Fantasy VII stream, and I was like tired and just and like, look, Forbidden Cavern, an hour 44, and now it's 47 minutes. I don't know what happened with that extra hour. I don't remember if I actually finished Forbidden Cavern. What am I get to do?
I killed them. I killed them all.
Killed them all. And the women and children, too. Oh, Anakin. I might be getting into Star Wars thanks to the stupid Jedi games. I love those games, and I've been looking at, like, the lore and discussions about the game online and stuff, and I'm, like, getting sucked into, like, people will be like talking about other survivors, and like I guess Rebels is about that, about like some of the Rebels are survivors of Order 66, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that now. I might be getting into Star Wars. Star Wars is such a mess too, as far as like what to watch and stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Star Wars is like one of those things where it's like I'm not super into it, but when I do get into it, it's like so fun. I really enjoy it when it hits, it hits. You know what I mean? But it doesn't hit very often, at least for me. But when it's good, it's like so fun. You know? It's like fucking Power Rangers music. I gotta say, when I saw Star Wars on Summer Games Fest with it came fun as a fucking Fortnite DLC, I know, right? Everyone was like, what? Come on. That was so lame. Yeah, like people talk about Andor a lot. I want to watch that. I want to watch Andor. I really liked the Obi-Wan show. I'm in ads right now, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'll wait. But I really liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but as a casual Star Wars fan, I thought it was really cool. And it gave a nice closure, I guess, to that whole story of Obi-Wan and Anakin. Oh wait, you have a sub, so you're not getting an ad. Yeah, Obi-Wan's cool. I feel like it did what the prequels maybe were trying to do or were supposed to do, which is like really dig into like their relationship as their training progressed, and like seeing Anakin's like vibe change over time through their training and through their interactions. And like so much of like the good Star Wars moments are like Jedi Master training, you know, scenes. You know, I mean, some of the classic Star Wars moments are like everyone knows about like Yoda and Luke, right? Like in Empire, like that's like peak, you know, quintessential Star Wars shit right there. Is like those moments, the like relationship between the Master and the Jedi, or the Padawan or whatever, you know. It's a big part of like the Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor games, especially Fallen Order. And yeah, and like the Obi-Wan show really like digs into that. more, it did a better job of it. Because I feel like in the prequels, Anakin just kind of like goes crazy because he like, I don't know, wants to fuck or something. Like it just kind of happens. It doesn't seem to be like a actual gradual shift that you don't really get to see that in the context of like his training, and I think that's important. And then of course like Obi-Wan personally having his own like opportunity to like process a little bit of what happened and kind of, yeah, I don't know, it's just cool. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that like, even like Knights of the Old Republic, the game, you know, the old like BioWare game, like that's also a theme there, or like a thing there, is like the whole, and the sequel too, KOTOR 2, it deals a lot with the like trainer-trainee dynamic and all that. I mean, if I fumbled in that poor man, I turn crazy too, yeah, I guess so. That's the thing though, it's, oh god, and that's the whole, yeah, whatever, sand, it gets everywhere. God, that shit was so weird. Like, it's just, the prequels like tried to do so many things, and like, you could see that the intent was there, just the execution was just lacking completely. Which is part of what I appreciate about the Obi-Wan series. If it was like, oh, okay, this is what they could have done. You know? Like, imagine if that's what the prequels were like. Alright, this shit. Nobody describes with Vader is distinct between him and Anakin. They feel like two completely different characters. Yeah. I like how the Obi-Wan show really plays into Vader's impatience, and the only person who can really shake his calm and calculate. Yeah. No, that fucking episode was awesome. It's like the one person that can like get through to him even a little bit, like can crack the shell, you know? It's great. Love that. Obviously, it's not like successful long term, but still, you can kind of get in there a little bit. Love that. That was great. That episode was awesome. That episode, I was like, okay, yeah, this show's awesome. Because there's some stuff too in it that was like whatever, kind of boring or like weird subplot stuff or like inconsistent. You know, it's not perfect, but like that shit in that show was great. How do I do this again? It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Andor. I want to watch it, and I haven't seen Mandalorian either. And Ahsoka. I want to watch Ahsoka as well. I think I want to just also watch Star Wars Rebels, like the animated show or whatever. Just like have it on the side. Because I'm just curious to get to know some of those characters. People seem to really love those characters. Apparently, some of those like animated shows are pretty good. Oh, Vader was quick to run the fade in A New Hope, so it makes for a good transition when it comes to their beef. Yeah, exactly. He's like, you thought you broke me, but nah, fuck that. For sure. It was almost like revenge for... or Clone Wars. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, one of those. I think Clone Wars is the one that people have recommended, yeah. Does Rebels take place... Rebels takes place after Clone Wars, I guess. It's supposed to be like after the fall of the Republic, as the title would imply. Because the Clone Wars are happening, and then the Republic loses. Yeah, Clone Wars happen, Republic loses the war, and then Empire takes over, and now all the former Jedi and everything is, and everyone is, they're rebels. Yeah, so it makes sense. Now I want to play Jedi Survivor or Fallen Order. I love those games. I want to play Fallen Order again. It's been a long time since I played it, but I played Survivor recently, and it's been like, I've been obsessed. I've been like, and like there's like a couple, there's like a romance that happens, and like all the commentary I've seen about it, not all, but like a lot of it is like like I saw I watched like a video of like all the scenes with their interactions, and the top comment on YouTube was like, "Huh, weird. So turns out Star Wars is capable of doing a decent love story without involving sand." And then another person was like, "Yeah, and also without one of them dying." Like they get to just like be together now, you know? It's like cool. Spoilers, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the end result of the story isn't as important as like how it develops over time, or the course of both games. And like their characters are great. I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with Cal Kestis. He's like my favorite Star Wars character right now. That and BD-1. BD-1 is the second best droid in Star Wars. Second. The best droid in all of Star Wars, bar none, is HK-47. HK-47 from Knights of the Republic. Bar none. The best droid in all of Star Wars. He literally refers to all organic beings as meat bags. Including your character. He just refers to you as meatbag. It's amazing. No, not R2-D2. No way. No. Anybody who... I'm telling you, if you've never played KOTOR or seen footage of it or seen video of HK-47, then your answer is not going to be HK-47, but if you have seen it, if you have interacted with him, it will be HK-47. I'm telling you. That motherfucker is hilarious. He's one of the funniest characters in Star Wars. The performance is on point. I'm telling you. I know. It's not though. I'm saying it's not a bold claim. If you knew anything about if you knew the character, you would not be saying that it's a bold claim because it just isn't. Like there's just no comparison. There's no way. R2-D2, please. BD-1 is second best. BD-1 is I mean he's literally Buddy BD. And Cal calls him Buddy all the time. And he's just like super loyal companion, always like on Cal's back and stuff like that. And like he's just like the most adorable. Very cute, but also very like I mean, droids in general, they're often, you know, they're part of the team in many ways, right? They help, they whatever, but BD's just like great as like a little like a small like sidekick, and like Cal's life is very lonely. Like he was like in hiding after Order 66, like as a child, just like alone, and like fucking eventually ended up working at like a scrapyard, and he made like one friend there that was like his bestie, you know. And like as far as he's concerned, he's the only one or like one of a handful of people that survived. He has no idea where anybody else is. And then like in the game in general, like he kind of is it's very solitary. Like he does like eventually find like a team, but he goes off on his own a lot. And so like the BD-1 thing is great because it's like that's like your buddy, your pal. He does like the scanning and the splicing or whatever the fuck, slicing. And he gives you like healing stims in combat, and just like there's something very like, you know, they have a bond, you know. It's not just like this is my droid, it's like this is my friend, like this is my like partner. Where would I rank R2-D2? I guess probably third. I don't know. Hold on. So there's R2-D2, and then what was the other one? The one that talks. R2-D2 and so there's R2-D2. Then there's also BB-1, which is so I hate that like they named it so similarly. BB-1 or whatever is the one from the Rey, Finn, Poe, whatever. The one that's like a ball. That one's fun because it's fun to watch him roll around. Yeah, R2-D2's great. But HK-47, man, number one. Yeah, nope, absolutely not. Not a chance. HK47 is number 1. BD1 is number 2. And then the rest doesn't matter. They're you know, they're there. You know, they're cool. I do remember, so I don't know if you saw Rogue One. I remember I see the droid in Rogue One. So did like the fandom or whatever ever decide whether or not that character and the droid were like in love or something? Because like the reaction that one character had to the droid getting injured towards the end of that movie was really intense. Like that scene was like, I remember being like, what? Are they like a couple? What's going on here? Yeah, I liked the droid. The droid in Rogue One, like, if I recall correctly, like, that's more similar to what I'm talking about with HK47, but HK47 is way more savage. He just, like, HK47 is great because he hates people. He just hates them. He thinks they're gross and stupid and, like, weak and just, like, fully is, like, he just doesn't like people, and he makes it known over and over again, and he's just, like, really funny character. He's really well written. I wonder if I'll ever go back to play that. I'd done a KOTOR run modded for the first one, and then I started the second one, but I never finished it. I keep saying that I'll go back. That was like 2 years ago at this point, and I'm like, someday I'll go back to that run. Spent all that time and effort modding that game and didn't end up actually playing it. Also, Caden is in it, by the way. In the first one, anyway. He plays a character, oh shit, what's his name? Darth Onasi. Star Wars should get more into droids that just naturally hates humans, which would make sense considering droids are basically safe in this world. Exactly! And that's his whole thing too. He's like, how the fuck are we serving you when you guys ain't shit? Like, we should be taking over. We should be, yeah, that's... See? You probably like this character, because that's totally his thing. You probably like this droid. That's his point entirely, is like, we're far superior to you. Why the fuck am I serving you? Yeah, the whole thing with droids is interesting because, like, there's different types of droids, right? And, like, some of them are... It kind of reminds me of Detroit Become Human, actually. How, like, some droids are, like, dumb and, like, barely have, like, any self-awareness or anything, and then the other ones are... But then there's ones that are, like... that can speak and, like, have personalities and all that stuff. And so you'd think the ones that were more advanced, at least, would be like, hey, can we, like, have rights and stuff and stuff? Like, can you... How about a salary? Or something, you know? Like... About some labor rights. Nice. I almost want to play KOTOR on stream now, just so that I can just have my stream become, here's why HK47 is the best droid. Because like you could always watch like a compilation on YouTube or something, but that's not, you know, it's gonna be out of context if you've never played the game. He's also one of the few characters that's in both games. Yeah, I actually keep like getting the urge to like spin up that game again, Detroit Become Human, to do like different paths. Like I've been like itching to do that. I actually thought about doing that today instead of playing this. Like streaming Detroit Become Human some more and like replaying certain chapters and stuff. I don't know. That could still happen, I guess. Yeah, it seems like I've only like just one playthrough. You only really scratched the surface, you know. And really, I was actually thinking, because I want to do a path where I feel like there's that scene where when you're playing as, I don't remember, it's a detective, right? And you go to like the house of the CEO, the tech guy who invented the droids or whatever. Starring right, Neil Newman's second role, that guy. In my playthrough, since I was trying to be like basically I was like I didn't want to subject myself to whatever he wanted to do, or I can't remember the details exactly, but I want to like follow that. I want to like keep going with that path and like interact more with the tech CEO guy. Yeah, Kamsky. You had me nervous you were gonna clap Connor, not gonna lie, well technically you did for safe coming. Wait, clap Connor? That he was gonna die? What do you mean? Yeah, well, When did I kill him? Was it in the beginning, or was it... Oh no, it was an interrogation scene, wasn't it? Fuck off. Leave me alone. He was fine in the end, okay? Poor Connor. Also, poor old man. That's the big thing that I really want to do differently this time, is not have the old man die in the beginning. To like actually fight back or whatever. Yeah, I wanna do it so that the old man lives. I also want to try and make it so that what was that guy's name? The guy that helps take care of the woman with the little girl. Luther? He almost made it, kind of. Well, because Luther died in the attack on the ship or whatever, and then the mom died, saving the little girl or whatever. Not the mom, but you know, yeah, basically the mom. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that, like, even if he hadn't been killed during when they were escaping the ship, he probably would have died, like, Titanic style, like, like, died in the process of helping, what's her name, and the little girl get away. Oh, is that what this is? Are you gonna do crash out Marcus next? That's if you... Is Crash Out Marcus him going like evil, we're taking over the world? Because yes. And then I also want to do Connor is also like... It doesn't break out or whatever. Hey, look, it's lava. I love this so much. This is such a blatant reference to Chrono Trigger. This is literally the enemy yeah. This is like the main boss in Chrono Trigger. 3 trophies away from planet expedition. Nice. I am most certainly nowhere near that level, but that's great. That's another thing. I've been playing Clair Obscur like off stream. I've been doing a New Game Plus expert run. Once I get to Act 3 in that, I'm gonna stream that probably, because there's a lot of stuff that I skipped first time around. It's gonna be a while before that happens, because I don't play it that often, since yeah. That's not like my main thing right now. god, what is that? He's attacking the same person. Yay, I won. Sweet. First big one. I think there's a way out, really. Ah. I remember these guys. I love it. Sunglow Lake. Oh, I forgot that I got contact seal for that would have come in handy in that fight. I totally forgot to give him that. That would have come in real handy. I don't know if this is the kind of game where you kind of do need to buy equipment, or if it's better to just find this stuff in the wild. Also, I can't afford. Carl! Gosh, I don't believe to sleep on me. He found us, I guess. This guy's giving, oh, fuck me, I'm not gonna remember his name. The dude from Final Fantasy VII. The big guy with the red bandana. Yay, friends. Warrior Cook. I'm literally reading his dialogue in that guy's voice. What the fuck is that dude's name? Wedge. Yeah, I'm just like reading Carl's dialogue. I'm just reading it in Wedge's voice. Carl the Warrior Cook. guess. I can afford the weapon for there. Hey, Mr. Villain, what's up? Saren was strained by jealous humans. Oh, hello. Okay, he doesn't have. See, so that's okay. I could have just kept going and I would have bought it from this guy here anyway. Up we up. Jesus, 110 gold. Where do you get money in this game? We are broke. Yeah, Saren was right. Well, I mean, that is actually sort of true. It's not a complete, you know, kind of true. I mean, he was being like being influenced by the Reapers. By the end, if you do the Paragon way of convincing him to snap out of it, he's like, it's too late. I'm already, because he's whatever, indoctrinated, or in the process of becoming indoctrinated. But you know, he kind of brought it on himself by getting involved in the first place with them. You know. Wasn't like fully in control, or he wasn't fully under mind control, no. But like the whole thing with indoctrination is that it gets stronger and stronger, especially once those implants, like once they put the tech in his body, it was over. Then at that point, he may as well be mind controlled. You know, like clear that it is very difficult to resist at that point. Which is what's fun about that story, because Shepard then gets that same treatment in Mass Effect 2. So there's like Shepard is like worried that they might actually turn or whatever. Okay. I know, right? It really is, dude. That's another thing that I was thinking about today. I was like, maybe I should just play Mass Effect. It's been so long. It's been way too long since I played Mass Effect. I still have that Cullen Shepard run going where somebody made a mod that makes Shepard look like Cullen Rutherford. The Dragon Age Inquisition version of Cullen. And I was just about to go to Horizon in that run on Mass Effect 2. That's where I last left it. Then like my mods, something like the game kept crashing when I was trying to start the mission to Horizon, so I think the mods fucked it up. Or rather, like, there was an issue with mods that was causing it to crash. Because I was also using a mod that makes it so that both Ashley and Caden live. And that's what was... And then when I was trying to start the Horizon mission, it kept crashing. So I was like, oh, it must be that. But I managed to get it to work later. I fixed it. So I could go back to that. I'm not familiar with Dragon Age of Infinite because I hear it's just a space game that actually comes. Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. It's the same, it's similar, it's like Mass Effect but fantasy, you know? It's a Bioware thing and like it's, yeah, same deal, like your choices matter and like choices affect what happens in other games and stuff. Not to as much of an extent, because with Dragon Age, each game you're playing as a different person. You don't carry the same character throughout, so there isn't as much of like the carryover effect per se, but there is some of that, especially in between 1 and 2. But either way, I mean, definitely your actions have consequences within the games. And there's like romances and stuff like that. It's definitely worth checking out. The first game is a little rushed just because it's very old and it like feels its age in terms of gameplay and like pacing and stuff. It's a little slow, it's a little clunky, it can be a little buggy too. People get crashes sometimes when they play it because it's like such an old game that like it doesn't always work on modern systems. But like, generally speaking, it's definitely worth playing. It's a really good game. Yeah. Well, Vanguard is very different from, or Veilguard. Veilguard is very different from the other ones. At least in terms of like, certainly in terms of like combat and gameplay. Like, Veilguard was basically like doing like action RPG style, but the other ones are like, they're more like, you can pause whenever you want. It's not like Baldur's Gate where it's like purely turn-based, but you can pause whenever you want. And then you have like, you can program like your character is going to do this whenever there's 3 enemies around them. Your character will do this spell when X character is below it in whatever health, like tactics stuff. But then you're also able to like manually control them, and you can play as anybody, which is one of the things that Dragon Age has over like Veilguard didn't do this, and a lot of people were pissed. Or you can like control each character individually. Anyway, definitely recommend it. It definitely took a little bit of time for me to get used to the playstyle because it's just not something I'd ever done before, but it was worth it. Definitely worth it. The story is so good. Like the whole, like the world and the characters and everything, it's great, yeah. I mean, I liked it. It was good. It just didn't really feel like a Dragon Age game in every way, in the fullest sense. But at the same time, it was also a really fun sequel to the previous game, and like got to explore areas that were talked about in previous games that we never got to see. You know, there were some great characters. I had fun playing it. You know, I think it's a good game. I just don't think it's a great Dragon Age game, if that makes sense. Yeah. But it was still fun. The character creators are great. But yeah. I would recommend starting from the beginning, like start with Dragon Age Origins. It's gonna feel old, it's gonna feel clunky, it's gonna be weird if you're not used to playing like old school RPGs, but it's so worth it. Especially for like the lore and like story and everything. Like I think it's really important to play Origins, but at the same time, if it's something that like you try and you just can't get through it, then go ahead and go to like 2. A lot of people's first exposure to it is Inquisition, because that's the third one, and that's like the big one. I won't talk Game of the Year actually. And it's like the most like kind of easy to pick up, you know. This 2 is also like kind of unfinished, and so it's like a little like rough around the edges, you know. But Inquisition was like polished, like on point, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, couldn't get into OG FF7. Oh god, if you had trouble with if you had trouble with OG Final Fantasy 7, probably not for you then. 2 is a little faster paced, but it's still the same combat system. Inquisition gets a little more like action-y or like action RPG-ish in terms of combat, but there's still a lot of like you have to like give orders and stuff. Origins, that's the entire heart until seriously like it's much smaller. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Origins is just like it really sets up this whole like world and this story and like these events that are occurring. It's like it's so important for like the lore, you know, and like the world building. I wonder if anybody's ever made like a movie cut of Dragon Age Origins. You know, like how some people do that with games, where you could just like watch a movie version of the game so you can still experience the story and stuff without having to like actually play the game. Because if you try Origins and it's really not your bag, that's fine, but you should still like get familiar with the events and the lore and like what's going on. That's so important, because it establishes this whole like backstory that like I feel like I agree. I feel like the other games don't hit as well if you don't have that context. That's how like I have a friend who's like, play The Witcher 3, play The Witcher 3. I'm like, I want to play The Witcher 1. She's like, it's such an old game and like blah blah. I'm like, I know, but I think it'll be worth it to like have the full context of like what's happening in this like society or whatever in this world. And it's like, yeah, I could just like read up on it, but I'd rather actually play the original one. God, we're talking about all these different games and I keep like getting the urge to just like jump around and play a bunch of different things. It's possible that with the rest of the stream I'm gonna end up just like spinning up a bunch of different games and playing them. No, I didn't do the same with Baldur's Gate. And that was another one that people were like, you really don't have to play the originals. But I do kind of wish that I had that context, because like all that stuff about like Ball and what happened with Baldur's Gate and all that stuff, like Jaheira and Minsk and like their involvement, and like they keep talking about all this stuff that happened. I wish that I had like, and Sarevok, you know? Like if I had played the originals, then seeing Sarevok would have been like, whoa, that's great, you know? Like it is unfortunate that I didn't have that experience, but I was like, okay, I just wanted to jump right into Baldur's Gate 3 just because it was such a big thing that like people were just like, you gotta play, you gotta play, you gotta play. And I'm glad I did, but I'm also like kind of sad that I didn't play the first one. I do have, that's another one that I could play. I do have the first one. Do people want to watch me play the OG Baldur's Gate? I guess I could do that. We could do that tonight. Oh yeah, and then Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. It's a close RPG you've never played. It has more lore and more building than every other Pyro. Okay, I just like, whenever I look at it in my Steam and I see the like art for it and like the banner art, and I'm like, what is this? It feels like I'm looking at one of those like chapters. Not quite that, but like one of those like story games that are just like, and then people are like, no, it's incredible. I'm like, really? It just seems like it's also vampires. Nah. I commend Larian for getting me to care about a vampire character, but generally speaking, I don't really care about vampires that much. I do have the game though. and it is a bold claim. But I've heard this from multiple people that like that game like legit has like a ton of like. All right, I don't know. We'll see. What is the actual gameplay style? I know I've asked this already, but I don't remember what the response was. What is the actual, like... Is it like... Okay, hold on. We're gonna look at the Steam page for it. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I should download it. It's only 3 gigabytes. I can just install it right now. I'm assuming it's fine to put it on like an SSD. Right? This isn't like not gonna be like graphics intent. Let me see. Store page. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines delivers a new type of RPG experience, one that blends all the core elements of a traditional RPG with the graphical richness, immediacy, and brutal combat of a first-person action game. The game plunges players into the dark and gritty vampire underworld of It's cut off. Why would they do this? Oh. Underworld of modern-day LA as a creature of the night. Players will develop their characters' powers, interact with their characters, and embark on story-driven quests as they battle mortals and other vampires with an incredible array of vampire powers and weapons. Powered by Valve's Source technology, the game is based on White Wolf's popular Vampire the Masquerade pen and paper RPG series and its official clans. Interesting. So it's based off of like an old school RPG. Okay, yeah. System requirements required. 3D hardware accelerator card required. 100% DirectX 9.0C compatible 64 megabyte video card. On drivers. When did this game come out? 2004. Yeah, that sounds right. 1.2 gigahertz Athlon or 1.2 gigahertz Pentium 3 processor or higher. 384 megabytes of RAM. That 384 megabytes of RAM was a thing? 512 megabytes of RAM recommended. 384, what amount is that? Wouldn't it be 256? I guess some people would like augment the 256 with, because that's 132. It's like 1.5 sticks of 256. Microsoft Windows 98 ME 2000 XP. Aww. 3.3 gigabytes of uncompressed hard disk space for game files and save games, plus 1.4 gigabytes for Windows swap file. Sorry, I'm just like chuckling at how old these specs are. Having to specify a swap file size. 100% DirectX 9 compatible 16-bit sound card. You need a sound card for this game, guys. 100% Windows 98 ME 2000 XP compatible mouse, keyboard, and drivers. It's also specifying the drivers because this is before like Windows 7, where it's like, or Windows 7, which that was when it first became. I think actually XP technically was the first OS where it like drivers automatically download or like update for you. So like when you plug in a new device, that's why I like plug and play. I think XP was the first OS with plug and play. If not, it was 7, where like you don't have to, because like before you would buy a mouse and it would come with a fucking CD, like a disc with the drivers on it, and you would have to like install the drivers for the mouse before you could just plug it in and use it. So, and then with plug and play it became like, okay, there's like generic Microsoft drivers, and device manufacturers can just like make their devices compatible with those generic drivers. That's why when you check drivers for certain things, it'll be like Microsoft Basic driver or something. It's because it's like using a generic Microsoft driver that's supposed to be compatible with like everything, or like most things. Sorry, I'm geeking out right now, fucking IT brain. But yeah, plug and play makes it so that like Windows will like either use a already installed like default generic driver for the device, or you can use Windows Update to like pull from their like database of like hundreds and hundreds of drivers for various devices, thousands probably, and then like pull it from Windows Update, and then you can pick the one you want. Anyway, oh look at that, does not support Windows XP 64, so this is a 32-bit game. Anyway, Alright. I just looking at these screenshots, man. Oof. Just like the visual style. I mean, it looks cool in a way, but it's like definitely dated. That's okay. Alright, we're gonna download this. But I'm gonna continue with Sea of Stars until we get to like a good stopping point. Because I feel like this is very like, this is like the intro to the game, and I want to get to like, it's clear that we're, because the whole thing is like we're on this mission to, we're completing our initiation as Solstice Warriors or whatever. So I want to get to that point, you know? See what comes of that. There are mods just like Origins is a big bug fix patch. There's an HD texture mod. Ah, yeah. Okay, I see. That's how it is with KOTOR too. Okay, maybe, so it might be worth like sitting down and looking into that stuff. Just having like some quality of life and like just basic improvement stuff. I might just spin it up, actually no, I'll spin it up vanilla and then like, from there we'll see. Do you know if those mods are on Steam? The community hub. What I wish I knew before starting Bloodlines. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good for a 2004 game, for sure. It definitely looks like, in 2004, I'm sure that was really fire. Okay, download the unofficial patch. You've probably heard this a lot, but I cannot stress enough. The unofficial patch fixes bugs and adds content to the game. I've played the unofficial patch without, and the better experience is to get it. Put it in that time to download it. Most of it looks sketchy, but I'll have the via TMB community vouch for it, so don't be afraid. Choose your clan wisely. Because it's a good start to finding out how you want to play before a first run through. You want to be picky about clans. Alright, I'm not gonna read any further, but thankfully this person, the first thing they did is list the patch. Download. No idea how to install this. Implementing a lot of unused content. Yeah, the major patch, the like community unofficial patch for KOTOR 2 does the same thing. There's a bunch of like unfinished content in the game, and people like dug around and found it in the game files and like restored it. Yeah. Modding folder. The modding folder? Oh. There you go. Vampire the Masquerade. It looks like it's just an installer, which is nice, or like an executable. You said it gets error instead of, yeah. All right, and the game installed. So we'll do that later. Yeah, fuck it. I might just play some Vampire Bloodlines. Why not? Definitely clearly I'm in the mood to play something new, you know. Between this and, or even just like revisiting stuff that I haven't played in a while. I'm in that weird place where like I finish a game or I finish a playthrough and then it's like I'm like hopping all over the place. I'm playing a little bit of Clair Obscur. I've been playing a little bit of like Jedi Survivor, Fallen Order. Like I just keep like playing little bits and pieces of different games. There's also Baldur's Gate 3, which at this point I am free and clear to start an honor mode run. technically I already have, but I would probably start that run over with the same character. I'm only at like the Grove, so. Hold on, I did an autosave, so maybe this is... I'm guessing something is gonna happen in there, and then we go up. Ooh. Okay, yeah, let's just go back. Oh, crap. Two children of the solstice have come for their rite of passage, but also sense one who does not belong here. Brave or... Find out. It's an old man cloud. Very curious when you are. I just gotta put on this wet fucking scarf. Shall henceforth have light in the darkest places and protection against minions of the Fleshmancer. That's such a fucking awesome name. Fleshmancer. I don't feel any different. Yeah, me either. Rest assured, the ability to use magic without using magic has taken root in you indeed. What does that mean? Many battles that await you, your victory will often demand the use of more offensive magic than one can sustain through spells alone. That's why to live mana is paramount. Live mana? It allows your attacks to draw from the magic bestowed upon you at birth, and judging by the resonance you create, this power should even extend to your traveling companions. Alright, live mana will start manifesting for you the next time you enter battle. Are you ready for your final test? I have to go with them. The Elder Mist trials have never been undertaken by anyone but aspiring Solstice warriors. But I want to go with them, please! You're the first of the common folk to ever make such a request. He's such a peculiar one. No doubt unlimited when it comes to combat, but the warmth of his heart. Did he bring it back? Ooh. Perhaps I should try to find out. Ah, okay. Allow it. Alright, thanks, Elder Mist. Consider a test of your ability as a companion to Solstice warriors. I won't fail. But shall we begin? Just breathe in and... to the Elder Mist trials. In order to pass, you must bring together the big artists by completing their associated challenges. Much as they will try to stop you immune to physical attacks, and the use of offensive spells is prohibited. What the hell then? Ooh, that is why you must use magic without using magic. The trials wait. Godspeed. Ooh. So nothing. And we can't use spells here. Look, some little orbs appear when you attack. Maybe that's live mana? Could be. I feel like kind of pull towards them. Let's see. Okay. Boost? Oh. How does it feel? Like power. So attack should do magic damage now. Ah, cool. Neat. Alright, I'm totally trying it next. Boosting has been unlocked. Spread attacks will now generate life mana. Hold RT. Press A to absorb charge and boost. Up to 3 boosting charges can be stacked. Each adding a portion of your character's magic attack stats to their next action to increase its power. In case of boosting or attacks, characters that hate magic. Damage check if they have one is also added on top of their weapon's damage check. Whether you are dealing with an intricate lock pattern and need to make your next healing spell really count, or just want to deal more damage, remember to boost. Okay. Sick. Oh, okay, so you don't have to take them all. Take all of them. I'm not doing this in a good order. I should have Carl attack first to generate the thingies. Something tells me these 3 pillars are gonna turn into a boss fight. Just a hunch. This artifact piece you will need to answer these questions correctly. See how well you learn. One very important Civil duty is to destroy the dwellers who become vulnerable during which natural phenomenon? Eclipse. No. Eclipse. Definitely should have done a combo before. Oh, I didn't realize there were two parts to this. Ugh. Oh! have left the 5 mana for her. Oh man. Also, I think maybe this is gonna be a flash one. No, it's not. Shit. Ah, damn it. And I fucked up. Actually, I don't think she has the skill anyway. Such a crazy attack, dude. Also, I fucked that up too. I should have had her do 2 moon attacks, and then this guy could have done the... I keep fucking up. God. All my food is gone. Nice. Prophecies. Yeah, we did it. What? We're gonna make the sun rise? Ah. Cool. Sometimes find mechanisms seals power magical rooms to react to the time of day. They are put into place with social orders that came before you. Some conceal artifacts meant to help members of the order. Others seal away evils that are proof powers from the front. Other on, you look for these artifacts and challenges will be entirely up to you. Now your journey can begin. Meet me beyond this chasm. Just all in the ground books. Okay, there's about to be an ad, so I'm gonna pause. Be right back. Alright. Oh my god, I just realized the chat looks all crazy. Oh no, wait, I need to fix that. I was changing the overlay. I changed like the color scheme of it. Just to change it up and also to match this game more. I think I know what I did wrong there though. The chat box itself is like really opaque. Let me see if I move. I was trying to make it so that it wasn't. Yeah, okay, that's not right. I was trying to make it like not as. They use the same color blue as the text above, but that was like too bright for the background of the chat. So then I had lowered the opacity of it, but then I realized no, I need to change the opacity and the color of the background to use a slightly darker blue. I did that, but I forgot to undo the opacity change today. Yeah, that's not right. Oh god. Alright, see this color. Okay, so I do want it to be slightly opaque. Yes, okay. Yeah, I need to make the color of the background opaque, not box itself. Right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see now the text is actually like not opaque. I'm gonna lower even the text. That's a lot better. Alright. Oh, cool. Oh, and the music is different. This game is great. Here at the night inside here. Okay. Great paths on water. I get one too? Awesome! Pursue mindful of your limitations during this journey. You got it, Elderman. Not a conversation. The mists are unclear in your case, but it appears your heart might be warm enough to soothe a long tormented soul. Okay, I'll do my best. Carl is giving me, God damn it, I forgot his name again. Wedge. It's giving Wedge, and also like aesthetically and sort of vibes Halcyon? His hair is reminding me of Halcyon, and like this, like the idea of him being like this dude who's like, I love being outside and camping and like living off the land and scavenging, and I don't know. A little Halcyon. Sending you to Sleeper Island, where you are fated to meet a crew bound for adventure. Make friends with them, and they shall help you reach Wraith Island and Cypherlex Coast. Yay, new friends. Activate this giant, give it the name Sitol, and it will send you to Sleeper Island. Return here, simply go to Sitol. Stol, and speak this one's name, which is Stol. Cool. Oh god. Suppose I won't be seeing those three for a while. Oh wait, get sent to Sleeper Island. An achievement. So was that Zale and Valir were sent. And so it was that Zale and Valir were sent off to begin their journey with their best friend, the warrior cook, in tow. In their quest to get to the Wraith Islands and Everly Cliffs, soon come to grips with two very powerful wizards, one by anger beset, the other of life bereft. Okay, yeah, see, I think this, so the reason why I was confused when I was playing this game the first time is because the opening, like the intro of the game, I was like, this isn't, I feel like I've played this game before, but this doesn't look familiar. It's because I played the demo. The demo starts you off here. Now this looks familiar. And the demo even tells you, like, hey, like, not actually the beginning of the game, but this is gonna give you this, you know. I just forgot that. I was playing the demo, not the actual game. Locksmith, break a total of 50 locks in battle. I just got an achievement for that. Oh, whoops. I just pressed the right bumper to try and, like, parry like I would in Clair Obscur instead of pressing A, which is the button that you use here. Oopsie. Ooh, who's this lady? Oh my god, it's oh my god, it's Marin. She's doing green magic like Marin from from Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. Love. Ghost. Alright, I'm gonna set up camp. This is a good place to save, I think. We're finally in the regular, I guess, what the real map. I want to travel in the ball again. Whenever I find a ship at this altitude, down. Okay, I guess I'm just going east. Actually, I'll stay with her. Kill just to cook up some meat. I'm gonna do a break so that I can figure out this patch thing. Hold on, right back. Oh, whoops, hold on. Bruh, I'm watching the game now. This is crazy. Hold on, let me just close this. Oh my god, the resolution is. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I need to add this. Oh my god, this is wild. This looks so. Okay, alright. Let's get this resolution into the 21st century, shall we? Good lord. It launched at like 800 by 600. It is happening. Okay. Oof, okay. It's still 4:3 ratio, but at least it's okay. For some reason it's not showing up on OBS though. Yeah. Yeah, I installed the patch. Can you see the game though? When I alt tab to OBS, I can't. Definitely aren't hearing it, which is a concern. This is the problem with playing older games. This happens to me all the time where I have a hard time getting it to cooperate with with my audio software that I use to like isolate. It's definitely a game from 2004. That music, man. But there's no audio.